Hello everyone, today we will be learning how to make the best pierogies. Start by peeling and cutting 10 potatoes. This amount of potatoes makes roughly 36 pierogies. After putting the pierogies together, you are able to freeze them and cook them another day. Make sure to cut the potatoes at similar sizes so they don't cook at different times. Now give your potatoes a little rinse and wash them off. Once the potatoes are drained, make sure to fill the pot so they're all covered. Turn your stove on high and wait for it to boil. While we wait for that to boil, we'll be making the dough. We will be using 2 to 3 cups of flour, but only start off with 2. Depending on the temperature, that third cup will vary. To the flour mixture, add half a teaspoon of salt. Now start by whisking these two together. Fill a measuring cup with 3/4 cups of lukewarm water. Crack an egg in a small bowl to make sure you don't get any shells. Now add in 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil in your water. Finally, add the egg in and whisk away. You may now pour this mixture into your flour. Mix the dough until it's all combined together. Slowly add in a little bit of flour as needed. Stop it. We want the dough to be smooth. You don't want the dough to be too sticky. So how's the dough going?
Are we okay? Now we're watching it. He's not watching it.
Now we're all watching it. Move your dough onto a saran wrap and wrap it up. Let your dough sit at room temperature for approximately 20 minutes.
And turn it. Dude.
You want to let your potatoes boil for 15 minutes. You'll know when the potatoes are done when you can easily stick a fork through it. After the 15 minutes are over, drain your potatoes and begin mashing. Add in a 1/4 cup of butter, and if you think it needs more, add in another one. We added in another 1/4 because it needed it. Good. Shred about 3/4 of the cheese block. Now pour your cheese into the potatoes. Mash it together. Grab an ice cream scoop or just a regular spoon to make small balls with the potatoes. place some parchment paper on your pans for freezing purposes if you're not eating all your pierogies today. After your dough has sat for at least 20 minutes, we're good to work with it.
Make fun of my cooking. Stop.
No, it's you.
Cut your dough up as evenly as possible. Try not to play with it too much, otherwise it will ruin the dough. Once you've finished cutting, you can start rolling it out. Place your potato in the dough and seal it by pinching the edges together. If you'll be freezing them, make sure they're not touching each other, otherwise they will stick.
Just have to adjust it too.
Once they have completely frozen, you are able to move them to a plastic bag. This part is optional as well, but you may slice up some onions to add extra flavor. We will be cooking these onions, so place them in a pan with oil. Cook the onions until it looks golden. Bring a pot of water to boil. Once the water has boiled, add in the pierogies, but only enough to cover the bottom. To make less dishes, you can use the same pan that you fried the onions on to cook the pierogies. When the pierogies float to the top, it means they're ready. Cook the pierogies until they're lightly brown on both sides. And voila, you just made the best pierogies. Now for some fun clips.
Why is your pinky like that? Hey, little pinky.
Oh.
Why are you smiling at that? You just saw him fart, you're like, you're proud. I don't know, every time Chloe turns on the camera, my butt reacts to farts.
That's weird.
Tailbone. No.
Don't put me in the video.
Fruity.
Damn, shut up. You're done.
You know we did boiling?
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Stop.
Oh yeah. Ew.
How is it? Now we take a bite.
Wait, you have to. Does this ever happen to you when you brush your teeth on the toilet and then you have to sneeze? And then you have to get up and spit it out with the vibration of the.
Why are you wearing socks?
Oh damn it! I'm sweating again. Imagine that.
So Nami, what do you rate the pierogies out of a 10?
I'm gonna do like maybe like an 8.5.
What? Why?
I feel like we had better pierogies before. No? This one's good?
Okay.
Hey Nami. What do you rate the pierogies out of a 10? Oh, out of 10. Ew! You just farted.
I rate it as a 4 because Chloe touched it. So that's not
That's so mean.
-6.
No. Nami, actually, what do you rate it out of 10?
I feel like 8.5.
Olivia?
What?
4.
No. This is supposed to... Nami, what do you rate this out of 10?
An 11.
Oh,
It's
beautiful.
so good.
What do you rate this out of 10?
11.
Very copy next.
I was gonna say that. You said 8.5 first.
Then you
That's
said
your answer.
Say 12.
That's your answer.
Why did you say 13? Your lucky number, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
13.
So many manners at this table.
Don't touch my forehead. I'm like the knight, and then Chloe's like that little peasant. No, you're like the princess.
But what's Naomi?
No, you're the frog. You're the frog. Mommy, you're joking, right? What? You're getting annoying. Just standing there.
Maybe we made too much noise.